So it's hard for me to ever believe in using the term protester. Instead, I look at it more as a rioter or a provocateur, especially since the summer of 2020, the left called it the summer of love. In other words, it was a riot-fueled summer of chaos with mass destruction and death sprinkled in with lots of injury, caused mainly to the law enforcement agencies and the brave men and women who were trying to hold it down that summer. The ground zero of the summer of love, Minneapolis, Minnesota, of course, following the death of George Floyd. That's where everything stemmed. At the time, they had the same governor, Tim Walz. You know him well, Tampon Tim. He certainly has been in the news quite a lot since that summer of love. And how about the mayor? He's the same guy as well, Jacob Frey. So the characters, they haven't changed. The city's politics, they haven't changed. In fact, they've become more radical. And today, not the protesters, but the rioters. One in particular, 37-year-old Nicole Good, interfered with ICE agents who were trying to do their job. She weaponized her vehicle, and this is what ensued. Take a look and listen. And there you see, as not only did the bullet fly, there's where the bullet struck in the front windshield of the car, but so did the expletives, as the rioters, the provocateurs, I forgot this one, the agitators, combed the streets of Minneapolis today, riled up the ICE officers, and this young lady weaponized her vehicle. You know the saying, F around and find out. Tragically, the price she paid was her life. Meanwhile, talk about a tragedy. That mayor, Jacob Frey, this is his reaction initially right after the shooting as he addressed his state, the nation, the media, and now here's a chance for you to listen to the Minneapolis mayor following today's fatal shooting in his city.
There's little I can say, again, to make this situation better, but I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite.
Again, there you have it from Mayor Frey, an absolute chump. Seriously. You figure a elected leader like that would bring one card to this story. That's the sympathy card. He would just go about simmering the situation, ascertaining the facts, working with all facets of law enforcement to see what happened. Keep the community in check. But what does he do? The same thing he did in 2020, gets everyone all fired up, wants to appease them, wants to appease the rad left so he doesn't look like what he thinks would be a chump giving in to law and order and doing the right thing. Sad to see Minnesota go through this, sad to see someone lose their life. But when you lose respect for law enforcement on any level, locally, state, federal, and you impede their ability to do their job, and then you put their life in danger, you're only going to wind up one place, 6 feet under. I hope there's peace and harmony in Minneapolis and Minnesota sooner than later. But those so-called protesters need to work with law enforcement and allow them to do their jobs peacefully.